How will the tempo respond? Well, not like that, as Yamamoto fighting for a steal. Would be a jump ball.
They're 11-10 against teams that are currently 500. So the really good teams, they haven't necessarily dominated.
Oh, Yamamoto goes right into Bentley, who gets called for that.
Well, Sandy's looking back of bench. Outside of her, her feet were in good position. It's unfortunate.
Young with a fake. Goes for the three, Yoshida. Biggest lead for the Aces has been 11 points in this game. Parker Tyus jumping in that passing lane.
Playoff contention. They're playing hard right now. They're playing hard for their pride because of auditioning. And not a lot of them having the opportunity to play. And so I think this group, you certainly have to at least respect the intensity and compete they've come out with tonight.
A gritty group, but a turnover there. Yamamoto powering her motor. It was Brianna Turner who was able to draw the foul. Young up to 17 points. Nurse and Harrison connecting. Inside, Harrison draws the foul. Now it's Parker Tyus saying, can we review?
On the way up, it's that pump fake that got Cheyenne out of her legal guarding position.
Isabel Harrison, who had and it's a make for Harrison. Now into double-figure scoring. We'll send things over to Reagan Subban, who has an update now on Alyssa Smith.
Thanks, Danielle. And Alyssa Smith has been ruled out for the remainder of the game with a left knee injury.
That was a tough news. One of their many key players in Alyssa Smith, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Up until that time of injury here, that was a double dribble that led to this tempo possession. Rice. Harrison along the baseline. Young sends it over to the corner. Wilson pulls it down, a block on right from Rice.
Like he tried to deflect that.
In other words, a big stop on a player like Wilson, who gets it right back and puts it away.
That's poetry right there. Always.
And she just picked up her 29th 20-plus point game this season. And it's her 191. And so that makes her in sole possession of second all-time when it comes to that. I mean, just her accolades, her resume goes on and on. Meanwhile, Rice fighting inside. Bentley couldn't pull it down. Out comes Gray to Young.
And there's Chelsea Gray. Everyone in the thought that ball was going somewhere else.
Harrison. The short pass over to Wilson. Why not share the love, say the Aces.
12-1 run in less than a minute. And that's where things just happen so quickly.
Let's open things right up. Rice! Beyond the arc. Don't forget about Kiki Rice, 14 points. That's her second three-pointer. She matched her career high of 19 on Friday.
They've been in so many games, and you look at 11 wins late August, and to me, it just doesn't at all right.
4 players in double-figure scoring, but with the Aces, there are 2 who have surpassed 10 points. Have surpassed many. I mean, Young just a point shy of hitting 20 on her own.
And look at Pia Nurse telling Yushkaita, just make the easy pass. She wanted that ball to go to Bankole on the wing, and then the more fundamental way sometimes is the better way.
Wilson for Yamamoto. So good. She has been effective for this team, coming in with those big shots. Nurse! Nothing but net. 16 points in this game. Off the bench as well. Young with the jumper.
The mid-range, you don't always see that little nitty pull-up.
Nurse for Key. Rice trying to protect, can't get around Asia Wilson with yet another block. Gray. Now Young, still plenty of time. 6 seconds on the shot clock. That's been humming above 50% from the field this entire game.
From Chelsea Gray very seriously, but that's just not challengeable.
Yushkaita. Here's Key. Put back by Yushkaita. Aces getting to work. Very productive fourth quarter. 15 points, the tempo 7. Gray. And 1. And you can tell Kia Nurse that he's just smart. In the second, Vegas has been punishing 22-8 in just the second half alone for the Aces. Sending it around, Rice. Has Key, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rookie guarded by the vet. Bankole pulls it down. Another miss. Big drive. No look pass to Wilson, who draws the foul. And Bankole now, that is her 5th foul.
For the tempo in that, when you look at the score right now, you're going to see close to a 20-point game. I'm going to tell you something. The Temple were -3 in the first quarter. They've been playing for consistently most of this game, like punch for punch. A little imploded here in the fourth quarter, partly because they only had 5-6 available bodies.
And how about that big 3 from Yushkaita? Also 13 free throws made by the Aces as well in this game. Adding to that separation on the scoreboard, Lloyd puts it up from distance. You got over 3 minutes left here. Bankole sitting on 5 fouls. Yushkaita, and yes, you heard Amy right, 6 available players, 7 rather, is Julie Almond out here in the second half. Bankole banks it off the glass. Talbot with the handoff to Yamamoto. Wilson draws the foul.
Townie Key is such a young player, a first-year player, and because of circumstance, you got to go out of the season, unfortunately, for the Temple.
Their Marina Beck, who's not even traveling with the team, along with Maria Conde. Nurse, 16 points. Ball's in Harrison's hands. She's got 10 points and 5 rebounds. And we've got...
You mentioned Kia scoring, though, and I love that. Over out here in Vancouver, she's putting on a show here in this second game. Kia, who's been such a big face for the Canadian women's national program for years, and that includes on the West Coast over in Vancouver. And so to have the opportunity to be out there and play and have a nice showing, I think it means a lot.
Toronto still with it, but the ball gets basically knocked out of Harrison's hands. Latson to Bell. So Justine Passat started the season as a development player with Indiana. Bencole, fight to the finish here. Some 2 minutes to go. Another foul drawn.
The third unit.
Well, Kia Nurse playing the most minutes she has all season. She's at 28. Her previous high for this campaign was 27. And then when you lose players as well during the game, it's even tougher.
That's the reality for this team because they've got another one in Seattle on Wednesday and they go to Vegas on Friday. Be interesting. We're being told that the Toronto Temple are not eligible for an exemption because it's kind of decided that, I guess in some ways good, as the commissioner has some serious thought about that way of thinking because, right, on top of just, you know, it's tough to compete with 7 players. It was if they can sit down and come to the table on that one.
And yet this scrappy group continues to push. Bencole out front with the finish. It's giving this crowd of more than 15,000. I'm going to keep celebrating. I mean, when you take on a team like Vegas, a team that in some games has absolutely dominated their opponents. They had more than 100 points in their first go-around with the tempo. Laxon with a strong drive.
And to me, she's checked so many boxes. And I think it's been, if you want to say for her, a blessing in disguise in that she's had opportunity to show what she can do. And she's come through in a big way.
Playing a season high as well tonight in terms of minutes. 40 seconds to go in this final Cross Canada Series game for the tempo of this season. It has been so fun for this team to just remind everyone they are Canada's team through and through. Record now with 7 players recording multiple assists in a game. It's the 4th time the team has done so this season.
We're not done until the response to
19 points. Jennifer Nurse, 3 for 3 at the foul line. And so as the clock winds down inside Rogers Arena, the tempo will fall to the Aces to say thank you, Toronto Tempo, Canada's WNBA team closes.